a number analyzer. All right, so get a list of numbers, find the average, maximum. I'll do this manually. So we'll sort the list and find our min and I'll also use slash show the built-in function for that. But first, let's get a random list of numbers. So I'm gonna go over to ChatGPT real quick. And we'll just say, please give me random list of, say, 10 numbers between, say, 1 and 50. We'll make it easy. Wait for it to finish thinking. Just taking ages. Why are you taking so long? Need the Jeopardy music. Yo, what is taking so long? Okay, I don't. Alright, we'll just start a new chat. Please give me a list of a random list of numbers between 1 and 50. Q. Boom. Got our list. So we'll just say numbers. Okay. So we got a list of numbers. To find the average, the minimum, max. Then we'll sort through them and determine which ones are even and odd. To do that, one, two, our list. We need to add all the numbers together. Divide. Gosh, type list. Loop through our list, add all the numbers together, divide by the length of our list. Okay, and that gives us our average. Then we will sort our list. Set. Sort and set our list. We will get the first element. Minimum. Get last. Int. Scroll down. Okay, so that's our min and max. And then we need to, if element by 2 equals 0. This is the modulus sign, so what it does is it would divide these two numbers, and if there's a remainder, it'll store the remainder. So, for instance, say 5 divided by 2. Oh my gosh. Give us 2.5. But if we do that, it's going to give us 1. Because 5 divided by 2 would have a remainder of 1. That's what the modulus is. So if our remainder equals 0, that means we know it's even. So if our element does not have a remainder when divided by 2, sort into even list. I guess we don't have to sort it. I guess we can just, we're just determining odd even count. No, we do need, keep track of element even. Okay, sure. All right, so this is our order of operations. Pseudocode. So first things first, we're gonna loop for num numbers. We want to add all of our numbers together. So this is kind of like the manual way to do it. I believe if you just type sum, then you can pass in the list, right? Yeah. So it takes all of our numbers and it automatically just adds them together. That's cool. I'm going to do it manually for now, just to have that practice of having hands on keyboard and just to know how to do it. So what we need to do is we actually need to make a variable for our, we'll say num total is equals 0. And then we'll say num total plus equals num. Plus equals is the same thing as saying equals num total plus. Just kind of a shorthand. All right. So that will give us our total. Then what we need to do is we need to say average number equal, and it'll be our num total divided by the length of numbers. So our total number after everything's been added together divided by how many numbers are in our list. In this case, it would be 10. Print okay. And it's 23. Let's print total. Okay. So there's all our numbers added together. Why does that only go up to 220, but when I hit oh, because I'm printing it before. There we go. That's why. Yeah, because I was printing it before it added it. So once it added that second one, it just left the loop, so it never printed it again. That makes sense. Okay. And then it divides it, we get 23.5. Yep. Cool. Well, that's done. Then oh my gosh, bless me? I just bless myself. Use me. That's what I meant to say. All right. The average number is average number. Okay, so then we'll do that. I don't believe we have any duplicates. Yeah. But that's okay. So what this does is it'll sort it from lowest to highest, and then set automatically dumps any duplicates. So if we had like if this was 2 1s, it'll automatically get rid of one of them. So low to high, gets rid of any duplicates. That's okay. Then what we would do is we would say that lowest value equals sorted numbers 0 highest. Or how about we'll say min number max sorted numbers -1. -1 automatically goes back and wraps around and grabs the very last number. We know there's 10, so we could just write 9 because we know there's 10. But if we didn't know how many were in here, then we could just say a -1. It'll automatically go to the end and grab the last number. This is like the long form to do it. The other thing you could do is just say min and then pass in numbers. And it'll automatically go through and grab the smallest value, and then same thing with max. But we're learning, so for learning purposes, we shall do it this way. All right, we've sorted and got our first, our highest and lowest values. Print. For anyone that doesn't know, the F right here, I believe stands for format, and that's what allows me to, you can use these curly braces. Oh gosh, not that much. Zoom in a little bit. You can use these squirrely braces, and then you can pass in your variables, so then it'll just print the variable instead of me having to manually type it. Oh. Smallest. I don't know why I keep saying value. Number is curly braces, min number, and highest. Nope. Largest. Is, let's say, max number. Okay. 3? 3. Nice. I didn't even know that. Print. So we know. Yep. Goes through, adds all of it. Total. Third value. Then it sorts it. Low to high. Smallest number 3. Largest number 50. Cool. All right. Then we're going to check if those numbers are odd or even. We'll say even count 0. Oh, 0. Okay. So what we want to do is do all that up here. So I'll add variable. All right. So what we'll do in here, if num 2 equals 0, we'll say even count plus equal 1, else odd count plus equal 1. And down here, we'll print there are okay. Okay, so we're gonna loop through our list. If there's no remainder, we add 1 to our even counter. Otherwise, we add 1 to our odd counter. Then we're going to add all those numbers together to get our sum total of all the numbers. And we get our average number by dividing the number total by the length of our list. I'm going to print that. I'm just going to put all my prints at the bottom. Try and clean it up a little bit. Okay. Do a little bit of cleanup, make it look a little bit nicer. Okay. All right. So our average. We're gonna then sort our numbers, which I guess we could technically do whenever. Have to be here, but then we're gonna find the minimum number and the maximum number, and we're just gonna print all that stuff. And what's cool is we can actually do a big body tag. So we can actually do all the same stuff. Let's. You're saying so, oh. Why are you telling me something's wrong? Its values to the stream, blah, 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 blah. It's not closed. What are you talking about? It's closed right here. Alright, saying my parenthesis was not closed. What the hey are you talking about? Oh, because I put a space there? That's stupid. Alright. Well, I did all the right stuff, but I printed it like that. There we go. Do it like that, and then there you go. Very cool. All right. Now I want to turn this whole thing into a function so that we could reuse it if need be, for like if we had a different list of numbers. I think my variables can stay out here. How do I want to do this? Sum of numbers. I believe I can say list, and then I can say numbers here. You're yelling at me. Why are you yelling at me? Variable not allowed in expression type. Let's see. One loop through our list to at. Well, why is it? Why is it yelling at me about that? Let's go ahead and delete that. There we go. Okay. I had it in the wrong order. Had it in the wrong order. All right, so we have that. Okay, it's because numtotal's out here. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I was trying to read through here to see if that's where I declared it, if it was going to yell at me or not. It is not. So we have this to get our sum total. Could min max. And same thing, we would say numbers list. Okay. Okay, so then I could write min number max number. Okay, sorted numbers says, well, I guess that's fine. Why are you... Min number is not accessed. Okay, but why? I don't know. Just go ahead and print that in here. Oh, that's right, because I'm not calling it. I've created a variable and then I'm not using it. That's why I got. Okay. That. We actually could just do that. And print. Average. All is average. Whoop. God, why does it do that? All right. Should have nothing because I didn't call these. Wrong. Oh, because I didn't pass in. Didn't pass. Duh. All right. Now why? Not going to give me the odd number. Because it's not inside my. I think that's so weird. There we go. Yep. Never min or max. Not. Print. There are even numbers and there are five even numbers, whatever, and five odd numbers. The average of all the numbers is 23.5. The minimum number is 3, and the maximum number is 50. Print. All right, we will. Oh, I don't need that. We'll then print. We'll print our number list, and then we'll run through all of this stuff. Right? Yeah. Then yeah. So all that works. Now then, what we could do is, let's say, get do we need an input or like a parameter? I don't think so, because I think we're gonna read. So we would say numbers. Same. We could. How do I want to word it? Well, we could have a number, but we have an empty list. Get rid of that for now. Should ask. Maybe we ask them how many numbers they plan on inputting. Num of clever equals int input all numbers are entering. Maybe this is like a teacher inputting grades and trying to calculate all these things. That makes sense. Sure. Where my imagination goes. All right. How many numbers are you entering? Then we will of numbers plus the 1. What do I want to do? What's that greater? Greater than 0, so there's at least one number where I in range sum of numbers plus 1, right? That way it goes all the way up to and includes the number that they give us. We'll say number, we'll say num input okay, and then it'll just be a little, we'll just print that so it's a prompt so they know they need to enter something. Excuse me. If the number they give us is greater than 0, then we'll loop through and and then numbers. Okay. Else. So you aren't entering any numbers. Okay, why are you not? Say that maybe? Let's start there. Comment all this stuff out. Oh, what on God's earth has happened? Okay, comment all that out. We'll start with this just to see if it even works. Alright, we just printed our empty list. Why? Because I didn't call my silly function. Then we need to return. No, we don't need to return it. Putting everything in our numbers list. How many numbers are we entering? Let's say we're entering 5. Alright, we'll say 5, 47, 8, 100, and 69. Because I'm an adult. Alright, so so my +1 did in fact add an. Okay, so I thought it was gonna not include. Alright, cool. Want to. No, I don't want. That's getting complicated. Alright. Alright, so if it's greater than 0, cool, then we'll loop through it using that value as a range. Take that number, we'll dump it into our numbers. We'll dump it into our number list. Okay, cool. So that all works. I think. I say that, but then I got an error. 5, 55, 33, 40. See, it's asking for another one. Why? 100. Okay. Are we in like an infinite? This doesn't keep getting called. Does it want? This is 5, then it should just range 5. Let's see. Okay, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That worked. Why did that work? Again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that worked. Why did it not work the first time? 5, 5, 46. What the hell is happening? I didn't even change anything. Bruh. What the actual crap? Alright, whatever. We know it works. That's all that matters. It's all this stuff. And get uncommented out. Down, print this end. What is this down here as well? Okay. Having double space. All right. Now, all entering 5 numbers, we'll say 13. And there's 2 numbers and 3 odd numbers. The average of all the numbers is 55. Minimum is 13. The maximum is 2. All right. That all works. Need to put that there so it actually prints the numbers. That's why I printed an empty list. I printed my list and then I called that function. Run it one more time just to be extra super duper sure. There's 5 numbers. 64, 55, there's 23, 2, there's 90. Simply because of dope. Huzzah. We are cooking with fire. I guess. I guess that. Very good. Man, I think I'm ready. I could get a job and be promptly fired. I know how to rate the crappy phone. But we're doing stuff. God. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take basically a bunch of the stuff we've already done, but we're going to put them into function. Just to get some good old function practice. So, starting with even an odd counter. Like, dude, I feel like making files. I guess we'll just call it funk. We got the funk. Whatever. Even or odd. So we'll get a number that we'll ask for the user to give us. But please give check. And then create our function, say even odd check. And it's going to take a number. And we'll go ahead and declare it. And what we'll do is we'll say if number, we'll use our modulus. So we're saying if we divide by 2 and we do not have a remainder, print this is even. Else we'll print this is odd. Wouldn't you say? Hey friends, I'll stop being weird. Anyway. And even odd. And our number. Cool. That will say. Please give me a number to check. 1, 2, 3. This is odd, wouldn't you say? Again, we'll say 64, because I like Nintendo. This is even. Good. Nice. What's the next one? Sum of numbers. Write a function that takes a number n and returns the sum of all numbers from 1 to n. Okay. Takes a number and returns the sum of all. Okay, I got you. Total. So we're asking them for a number. And then what we're going to do is we're going to loop. We're going to create a for loop. Number in we'll say I in range number, say total sum. Wait, that we'll say total sum plus equals I. And we'll return total sum. Right. I think that's right. Please give me a number 5. Nothing. To do a little bit of Googlage. So turn value Python. Yep. See what it says. In Python, the return statement is used inside a function to exit the function and send a specific value back to the caller. Okay, what does that mean? It terminates execution. When Python hits a return statement, it immediately stops running that function. Any code written after it in the same block is ignored, right? Okay. Implicit none. If you omit the return statement or use a bare return without a value, the function automatically returns none. You can return any Python object, including ints, strings, lists, sticks. Okay. Let's see. Displays a value on the screen for the user, but does not give the data to the rest of the program. Okay, provides the data to the caller, allowing it to be stored in a variable or used in further calculations. Okay. Let's see their example. Okay, so they have an addition function which is going to return these two variables added together. And then result, they create a new variable called result, which is equal to this function with these pass through. Okay. I don't care about multiple, simple, or no. Okay. So in this scenario, hang on. Returning. Am I using that right? Maybe I'm not even using that right. You know what? We'll skip that for now. We'll just do a simple print. Okay. We'll do that for now. I'll research that more later. Yeah, I'll look into that later and we'll figure that out. There you go. Right number that takes we'll run time with a different number. Let's do 11. Sure. Okay. Turns to 0. But it does not go all the way through 11. That's what I did for the last one. Nope, not that one. That was for over here. Yeah, that's what I did for this one, and it did something weird, but now it's okay. Sometimes I feel like this is wildly inconsistent. Or maybe that was right. Hang on. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, it was right. I'm just an idiot. I'm just dumb. Zero, 1, 3. What the? Oh no, never mind. Oh, I am doing it wrong though. I need to start 1. Hmm. That's not what I. What? Oh, why are you not working? Unterminated F string. Oh, I see. That didn't help me at all. Okay, there we go. But it's not going up to. That was what I was saying here. Okay, cool. Oh, because total sum is 0. That's okay. was confused why this was 0 and not 1. Again, just me being stupid. All right. Cool. Easy peasy. Will be the last one, and then I'll call it. All right. A multiplication table. So write a function that prints the multiplication table for a given number up to 10. Same thing. I have no idea what's happening. Okay. All right, so we'll get our number. Oh, we'll. Gosh. Multiplication. Say multi. Okay, and then we'll pass number. And. Okay. So basically, what we're going to do is. Really, it's the same thing we just did. For I in range 1, we'll say 11 because range is non-inclusive. It includes your starting value, but it stops at this value, but does not include it. If we want to go all the way to 10, we say 11. Print number times I equals number times I. We're just gonna the table. All right. We will ask for a number. Please give a number. We'll say 5. There you go. Just like that. Do another one. We'll say 31. For whatever reason. Easy peasy. Very good. All right, so we made a number analyzer using multiple functions all working together to get the average, the minimum, and the maximum number from a list, and then count how many are odd versus even. And that drives me mad. Then, much simpler, we just grabbed a number, did a simple check to see if it was odd or even. We made a function that gets the sum of all numbers from 1 to whatever number we are given. And then we created a simple multiplication table. Awesome. Well, I'm proud of the work we've done today, even though it was really boring, which makes sense why the file is called boring. So I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Appreciate anyone watching, hanging out, and we'll catch you